Coming up on this episode of NSFW, we are joined by Michael Rooker yet again. We talk about his brand new Call of Duty expansion pack, Call of the Dead. We break him out of the typecasting that Hollywood has cruelly foisted upon him, and we Rooker your mom. It's all coming up on this edition of NSFW.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for NSFW is brought to you by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com.
This is NSFW episode 74 for May 3rd, 2011. Michael Rooker and your mom.
This episode of NSFW brought to you by Netflix. Get DVDs in one business day or watch thousands in their Watch Instantly library. Just head on over for your 30-day free trial to netflix.com/twit.
7 a.m. and I go back to sleep.
That is it, guys. It is time for the new show full of win, the new sauce for the Webernets. It's none other than NSFW, the show that's nominally safe for work. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, joined as always by my inimitable co-host. We used to be Siamese twins, and then we changed our citizenship to America, and that's Justin Robert Rubles III. What is going on, Professor J.R. Weibels?
Any day that I get to say after your introduction to me that we have the best show you've ever seen in the year plus that we've been doing it is normally me lying. Tonight it's not.
Finally!
Absolutely.
Finally! I was wondering.
A year and a half of lies comes crumbling down tonight because we have one of our favorite guests. And you know, I'll tell you what, he is my favorite guest we've ever had on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, an actor for which you've seen in so many awesome, amazing projects, not the least of which Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, 8 Men Out, and Walking Dead as Merle Dixon, Michael Rooker. Welcome back to NSFW.
Yay. Good to be back, guys.
You know what? Of course, it's one thing. Here's the thing. You've said repeatedly how much fun you have on the show, and you say that you dig hanging with us. And to us, because we have such low self-esteem, we just keep thinking like, oh, those are just words. He's just being nice. But then I bet
you'll say that to all the podcast hosts, Michael Rooker.
Exactly. Like, he doesn't really love me. And then on Twitter, people are demanding your return on NSFW. And Michael Rooker says, oh, I don't know. Those guys are awfully busy. And I see that. I was like, are you kidding me? There is nothing. You have unlimited free reign to stop anything we're doing at any time. And you can demand we do a show when we don't have one scheduled. And we will instantly go and we'll produce it just for you. In fact, you could be the only one watching and probably are the only one watching.
In fact, this is being recorded at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. And Michael Rooker just called both of us and we were compelled to come into the studio.
Thank goodness. Hey, man, so what are we up to today, Justin?
Oh, we have so much stuff to do. Number one, it's Mother's Day coming up. If you guys remember the first time that Michael Rooker was on, we wound up doing a lot of, we wound up calling and having Rookered advice passed out across the country, nay, the world. Among those was my mom. Everybody loved that. So what we're doing now is people who are live in the chat room are giving us Mother's Day messages for their own mom that they're going to write to their own mom. Michael Rooker will read them. We're going to put them up on YouTube and make sure that a lot of moms have a very rookery Mother's Day.
A very rookered Mother's Day. Get your mom rookered is the title for this segment.
Absolutely.
And
we also have, we're going to play Choose Your Own Adventure.
As well.
Wait, say that again, Rooker?
Mommies like to be rookered as well.
That's right. Sometimes mommy needs to get some special Rooker time, and you'll come to understand that someday.
We're going to play Choose Your Own Adventure with Michael Rooker, and we're going to talk all about Call of the Dead, the brand new, what is it, Michael? It's an expansion for the Call of Duty series?
Yeah, it is. It's they just came out. They just launched an expansion pack. There's about 4 of them, and then the Call of Duty or Call of the Dead is the biggest of the bunch. And it's a new map. It's a new whole zombie thing, but it has me, Michael Rooker and Danny Trejo, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Robert Englund as ourselves. We play ourselves, and George Romero is directing us in a little in a horror movie, one of his zombie movies.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a look at the trailer because I really dug this thing when it came out from our friends over at Treyarch. Here we go. Done in a grindhouse trailer style.
Oh yeah!
A story of 4 lone survivors, one forsaken crew, and a shipload of the undead. The bone-chilling tale inspired by legendary director George Romero. It's anchors away for brain-splattering action. You just messed with the wrong Mexican. Starring Danny Trejo.
How's that for a close-up, deadhead?
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
This must be your nightmare.
Robert Englund.
Don't you mess with me, boy.
And Michael Rooker. With special guest, the godfather of all zombies, George Romero.
So, okay, so you were talking about first of all, the trailer looks amazing. Even if you have no intention of buying the game, at least watch the trailer because they knocked it out of the park with that. But how did they come to you? How did you make the cut on this?
A lot of the guys there had watched The Walking Dead, and they were big fans of The Walking Dead. And they saw my work in The Walking Dead and said, "Holy shit, let's get this guy to do our zombie game, Call of the Dead." So they gave me a call, and bingo, there I was. I was stuck. I had to do it.
And so what was
like, hey, listen, we got Machete, we got Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and we have Freddy. If there's only one person that we can put on this boat, it's got to be Merle Dixon.
They were in love. They were totally in love with this guy, Merle Dixon, this character.
Did they ask you to kind of play it to Merle it up during the readings that you did?
No, they just wanted me to be me.
Well, which is wow, that's awesome, dude.
Which is
equally badass.
And a lot of my work has a lot of me in it. Physically, and just the odd way my brain works. So
yeah. That's
well,
awesome.
I'll tell you, I'm glad you said that there, Michael, because you bring a lot to your roles, but we've found here as fans of yours on this show that a lot of times maybe the people who are putting these projects together, and you've worked with some fantastic talent, but they tend to keep putting you in the same roles.
All right. You're sugarcoating it, Justin.
Yeah,
Michael, I'm going to tell it to you straight. You're too badass. You're too badass, and everyone knows it, and that's why they keep giving you the badass roles. Have you had any roles?
I don't get it, man. It's all a facade. I'm not badass at all. I'm a really nice, very humble, very quiet, very introverted person, and I'm really a comedian at heart. So I don't get this whole badass.
Well, see, that's the thing. By the way, you're not helping your character by dropping S-bombs on the show. But the point is, we're trying to break you out of your badass. You have a reputation.
Badass stuff. I don't even curse. In real life, I don't even curse.
No. Only in action movies and podcasts on tech networks do you ever drop any kind of profanity.
Usually people pay me to curse. I mean, they pay me extra bucks, a few extra bucks, $4 or $5 every curse.
For every curse word.
Letters, like 5-6 letters. The more it gets down to like 4 letters, then they pay me a good $18.
That's awesome.
Well, there we go. And that's how it works. Like, you're shooting a film with your friend James Gunn. He just slips you a $5 in your front pocket and says, "Hey, how about you get out and get the F out?"
A $5 will get you.
Well, at least we have an episode title.
Attitude with it. you're going to have to pay another $250.
Okay. So if you want feeling behind it, you got to pay extra. Well, I don't know how much we're going to owe you by the time the point is we're trying to do you a favor here and bust you out of typecasting. And we have.
I want to do this so badly, but I just have to say James Gunn is such a cheap tightwad that he doesn't even want to pay the $250 extra, you know, and he bitches and moans and fights with me the whole time, you know, but I tell him, you know,
James Gunn,
Kevin Bacon, that little prick will do it for free.
Okay.
You got to pay for my stuff, okay?
Yeah, you heard that? You hear that, Kevin Bacon? You stand up against that. Look, we're going to put you through the ringer here. We have a boot camp that's good. We're going to cut you a little demo reel that's going to make the bigwigs in Hollywood understand that you're more than a badass. You don't always need to give them the badass roles, right, Justin?
All right, so we have 4 roles, and they're going to have 4 lines. So really, it's just we just need you to give 1 line from these roles just to show people that you have that range. This is like kind of like when they show the Oscar clips, and you're just like, you know, the one snippet of the one scene. That's all we need from you for these roles here. So here we go, Rook. We have the first role is an overly emotional father who's holding his newborn baby for the first time. Now, Bri, I'm thinking this is, you know, kind of a family-friendly movie that ends, maybe even a comedy where the female lead is pregnant.
Well, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that we want to.
Is this my close-up?
Yeah, we're getting ready. We're setting the stage for you.
We're
Hang in
setting
there,
it up here
Rook.
for
All right,
you.
hold on. So what I'm thinking is we want to ease Michael into this. So let's say in the movie he's still playing a badass, but this is when you see his sensitive side. He breaks down. He's so moved holding the newborn baby. What's the line, Justin?
All right, so the line is, words are not enough. So pause after each word, and then kind of, you don't have to cry. It's sort of going to break down like a little, like you're kind of, you know, you're about to get really emotional.
All right, you feeling it?
Can you show me that again? Let me see how you want me to do it.
You heard the man. The Rook made a request. I'm afraid you got to show him. Okay. Show Rooker how you want it to work.
So he's like, you're about to cry, right? So you're just like, just holding it in. Dam's about to break. Tearville, USA. It's, you know, it's about to break. Like that.
But you didn't even say the lines. Here, I'll tell you what.
No. You wanted. Oh, sorry. I thought you
no, I'll tell you. If it'll help you capture the moment, I just want you to go back to this moment in history when you're holding Justin Robert Young as a newborn, and you're so overwhelmed with emotion that you
look at him. Ain't he the cutest little bugger?
Look at man.
All right,
one with a full beard and also one squinty eye.
Okay.
After a long night out.
Those newborns get around. All right, so are you feeling it? You ready? Because we're recording now. We can make this happen.
What's the line again?
Line is, words are not enough.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Ready.
Go.
And my baby boy's in my
your arms,
right?
Yeah.
Don't listen to them. They're being naughty. Hey, you can't laugh.
Okay.
No. And for the audio listeners, he's now holding a small bear that he randomly pulled from.
That we're pretty sure, since he didn't know this bit was coming, must have already been there. All right.
Yeah, this is my little guy. I sleep with him every night. He's a sweetheart. He's my boy. See?
Here we go.
He never ages. Stays the same.
All right, and we're quiet and see.
The line again is, words are not enough.
Words are not enough.
Words are not enough. Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Ready. And action.
Well, you got to wait until I'm ready first before you say action. You got to give me a
I'm sorry. And waiting patiently for you to be ready.
Okay, you know what I'll do? This is what I do to real directors sometimes on these kinds of moments when I have to be very serious. I get in the scene, I relax, and then I just give them a little cue, okay?
Okay, all right. So
say action.
We'll stay wide, and you cue.
Usually a good director will sense it. You don't have to cue them, but
Not me.
since you're not really, you don't do this a lot.
Not smart. Not smart.
No, you just don't do it a lot. You're ready. Are you ready for it?
Ready.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Words are not enough. Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, there we
Whoa!
go. Oh my God!
I'm not
Lord.
gonna lie. Look, there's a lot of ways I thought this could turn out, but actually getting a bone-chilling performance was not on the menu. That was awesome. I got goosebumps.
I'll tell you, we have been doing this show for over a year and a half now, or close to that. I have never seen the chat realm erupt the way they are right now. It was a spontaneous explosion. This could not have gone better. We are. Let's just move right into the next one.
I'm sorry. They're demanding it. They're demanding that I play the music. All right. All right. I'm sorry. Next, look, we got to get this thing. It's going to be a lot of money. This is good.
Here we go. All right, Rooker. Here's the next one. You are an art dealer in a predominantly gay neighborhood, speaking at a town hall meeting where they are deciding to ban public hand-holding. And the line is, "Believe me, there's no such thing as a perfect picture."
So you're standing up for someone's rights. There's an outrageous...
You're at a town hall meeting.
Yeah.
You're an art dealer.
Believe me, there's no such thing as a perfect picture.
Yeah. By the way, if you hate the writing, Justin wrote it.
Where is that? What does that mean?
Because you're an art dealer, see? So, like, not everything's perfect. And then there's more to the line, but I didn't want to give you, if we want to go longer,
there's
we have
no
more
such
here.
thing as a perfect picture.
Yeah.
But you're speaking up on behalf of hand holders everywhere in a predominantly gay
Gay
neighborhood.
hand holders, yes,
Yeah.
mostly, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm the mayor or something like that. No, I'm
You're a concerned art dealing citizen.
I'm an art dealing citizen.
Yes.
Yeah. You own an art gallery.
In
I
fact,
own an art gallery.
actually, we have...
Have you ever played a man who owns an art gallery, Michael?
I'm usually a guy who takes over the art gallery, and does away with the art gallery owner, and takes his shit.
By the way, the chat room points out, dude, if you want to be the mayor, you're the mayor. You're Michael Rooker. If you want to rewrite the scene, you feel all of these. This is your demo reel. If you want to be the mayor, then you be the mayor.
Like, I'm going to be the governor. And,
I'm sorry.
Governor, and I've come to this little town, and there's been a lot of gay bashing and bad shit going on with these folks.
Right.
And I've come here, and I want to let them know that, there's no such thing as a perfect picture. And obviously, when I look at y'all, it ain't perfect.
That's... Was that it? Or was that it? Because that was so good. I didn't know if I was feeling it.
I think we got it.
Yeah,
we got it. Cut.
All right,
Let's move on.
Next.
Because we have
one.
Here. Now, listen here. Michael, I don't know. I mean, obviously, you're in the industry. There's one thing that's Oscar bait. What swept the Academy Awards is the King's Speech. A guy in power who's got some sort of verbal tick. Okay?
Yeah.
So how about this? Here you are, a successful underdog candidate for the presidency of the United States of America. You have just won as the first president with an audible lisp. Your line is, "God bless you, God bless us all, and God bless America."
This is Oscar freaking gold, Michael Rooker. This is money in the bank. This is, you will be set forever. This role is waiting on you. I'm telling you, do not shrink away from the challenge because this is money in the bank. One more time, Justin.
Do it again, Josh. Let me hear you, babe.
God bless you, God bless us all, and God bless America. And the movie, tentatively titled, is The President.
I don't know if I could do it better than that.
No, stop it. Stop it. Of course you can. You're Michael Rooker.
But a lisp and everything. I've never been able to do a lisp. I don't do a lot of that kind of stuff.
You got it. You got it. Listen,
I could try
I have
though,
faith
man.
in
I'll
you.
try my best because you're my.
They're already calling it the Rooker's speech. This is exciting. Like this moment, this is touching just watching Justin trying to coach you. This is like the King's speech, but so much more
Justin
badass.
is genius. I mean, his lines are. I don't. You wrote this. I mean, this.
That's another $5 in the swear jar for Michael
There we
Rooker.
go. For
Let me
the
see how you
Twin
do it,
Network.
Justin.
All right. The line one more time is,
Yeah.
God bless you, God bless us all, and God bless America. And then everyone,
And
everybody cheers.
Just the ticker tapes coming down. I mean, the
Yeah.
confetti everywhere. This is a big moment. This is a big, big moment.
This is like the launch of my political career, right?
We will start that right now. Rooker 2012 happens right here on NSFW the second you want it to.
As a matter of fact, we actually, again, chat realm on the case, just picture, there you are. You're on stage. You're feeling the moment.
That's awesome.
you are about to give this momentous speech, and you're overcoming your lisp. And go.
My list. Oh, that's right. I got a list, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who am I thinking again? I'm God blessing who? Myself?
God bless you, God bless us all, and God bless America.
Although, again, you write it however you
God
want.
blessing
Yeah,
everybody.
however you want to
God
do
bless yourself. I think is just fine. It's all up to you.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because this is coming from the heart and
the lisp.
the list that let me get ready. I haven't lisped in a long time. You know, I actually can't remember the last time I lisped. You ready, Justin?
Yes.
Yeah.
And go.
You got to say action. Don't say just.
And
This
action.
is not voiceover. We're not doing a voiceover thing. We're doing an audition take.
You're right. I apologize.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Action.
God bless you. God bless all of y'all.
Keep going. This is great.
God bless America.
So much win. Uncontrollable win from Michael Rooker. Oh my God.
You want to know what? Brian, can you, if you could start your video to me?
I did actually. I stopped and started it again. I don't know why it's not working for you. I'm starting it a third time for you.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I think we can just go out on that one. That one was amazing. I had one more role for you, and this is a run pass option for you, Rug.
This is amazing.
The last one was you are an escaped. This is a period piece. You are an escaped Nazi SS agent who finds his true love of dance while establishing a new life under an assumed identity in 1950s Argentina.
I don't even know what that means. What's the line?
The line is, all my life has been steps. I am tired of goose steps. I need to spread my wings. I need to fly.
Okay, no, you know what? I'm going to spare him that one. I say we move on.
We ended the show. Was that so bad we end the show?
No, I'm not saying we end the show. I just
Why
needed
are
to
you
play.
playing the song that ends the show?
I just clicked on any music the moment you finished that line because we needed to move forward.
I said we weren't doing it.
I was calling. That was an audible. And moving on is what I'm trying to say.
Netflix, Brian. It was the Netflix.com. Let's move on to the next subject.
That's right.
Which brings up Netflix, Brian.
Oh my goodness. Do I ever love Netflix? Michael Rooker, do you use the Netflix at home?
Yeah.
Justin Toad.
It's good enough for Michael Rooker, folks. It's good enough for you. Listen, you can get DVDs sent to you in one business day, and that's every DVD on the planet, pretty much. They have an intensely gigantic library, but really for us, you know, they're digitally enhanced and plugged in. What you really want is that instant watch library, which is just getting, Mad Men. I believe if it's not on there, it's coming. They're going to have the entire series. Mad Men up to date. You can just go and bang that right the heck.
See, on Netflix now on your mobile.
Yes.
Yes, Michael Rooker.
As a matter of fact, you can use Netflix to watch on your game system, on your iPad, on your iPhone, but especially, in fact, we actually have rare footage of a lot of people don't know that you watched movies with President Obama on his PS3 earlier today, and you can actually see. There he is.
There I am. Oh, yeah, and there's Call of the Dead. Yeah, he's a big fan.
Right. But seriously,
he plays as Michael Rooker all the time.
That's his favorite character.
We are talking thousands of titles available absolutely instantly, and it's not just movies; it's TV shows as well. As you mentioned, there was you said Mad Men, and of course, when Lost was approaching its season finale, do you realize that in the 30 days you could sign up for the 30-day free trial at Netflix.com/twit, and then you would be able to watch. This was last year when it was coming up to the finale of Lost. You could watch the entire series from beginning all the way up to the end of the fifth or sixth season, get all the way caught up, watch the end. It was amazing. Absolutely, head on over there.
Did you watch the end before the beginning?
In terms of the Rooker flicks on there, I know Mallrats is on there, 8 Men Out is on there. Catch up with the if you got a few holes in your
Rooker. Burning's on there. Sea of Love on there.
That's
what
right.
was that?
Sea of Love, Mississippi Burning.
Oh my gosh! Wow, you double check all that stuff, so you know what's on there. In fact, the chat room was relentlessly teasing me because I hadn't seen Mallrats, and I was finally able to make good, and it cost me absolutely nothing. And when you do sign up for a plan, it's like what, $8 a month, all the movies you can eat instantly online. It was amazing. Anything else we needed to say, Justin?
Only go to Netflix.com/twit. It's no code for the show. Just support the network and make sure that they know that folks who listen to NSFW are on Netflix. And again, listen, we're big believers. We know we're on here every week. We have a lot of the same sponsors, thankfully, that come back week after week to sponsor us. So if you already have Netflix, just do yourself a favor. Go out right now on Twitter and @replying Netflix and say thank you for sponsoring NSFW and say that you're going to whatever movie you're going to watch tonight on Netflix.
Yeah,
let them know you're using the service.
Though,
let them know you appreciate it.
You want to make sure that the movie that you say you're going to watch is one that's already on there. So head on over to Netflix.com/twit. Take a look at the entire catalog. Pick a movie that you want Netflix to know that you're watching because you're watching Twit. That's the whole purpose here. That's why
I think not only that, let's go one step further. I think they should watch a Michael Rooker movie.
Oh,
Absolutely.
That's great. Of course. I saw Michael Rooker on NSFW on Twit, and now I'm going to watch Mallrats or...
Bingo.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. Brilliant. Speaking of brilliant, what else do we have for Mr. Rooker to promote Call of the Dead?
Well, we have Mother's Day, Brian.
Really?
You know?
Is it Mother's Day? Is that coming up?
Sunday. Big Sunday. Let's recognize...
You would know that if
I love my mom as much
as... Mother, you guys still talk?
If I love my mother as much as Justin loves his newfound father, yes.
So here's the deal. We had some people send in Mother's Day messages that they would like to get interpreted and read by Rooker so they can capture that video and send to their mom this Sunday. Because everybody can send flowers. Everybody can cook them breakfast in bed. Boring.
Right.
How many people are going to have Michael Rooker wish their mom a happy Mother's Day?
That's
only
right.
The people who watch his show.
Exactly. So what we did was earlier we put out the word that if you had a personal message that you wanted to have read by Michael Rooker with his own unique Rooker flair, then send it into nsfwshow@gmail.com. And we got a bunch of them here. You want to walk us through this, Justin?
Sure. Here we go. We have, this one comes in from Rick. Rick is he's a huge fan of the show. And he wanted to get you to say to his mom that he wishes he was home celebrating, but he can't because he is away in the military. This is the first year ever that he's missed her birthday and Christmas, and he wishes on Mother's Day that she would rewatch Slither. Because apparently she kind of watched a little bit, wasn't her cup of tea. But he says, hey, for Mother's Day, why don't you catch up on it?
Wait. Slither is what he wants his mom to watch on Mother's Day.
That's so sweet. What branch of the service is he in?
I believe he's in the chat room, so he'll be able to tell us, but I believe it's the Army.
The Army?
I believe so, but Rick, go ahead and Air Force. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Oh,
he's in the Air Force.
Yeah, here's so the message is for Rick Foster's mom. So I guess we got all the details right here. I'll leave them up here on the screen so that you can read them or use them appropriately to riff off of. But here we go. Any possible you could get Michael Rooker to Rooker my mom. Wishing I was home celebrating instead of being away for the military. Also missed birthday and Christmas. And please watch Slither.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Awesome.
All right. So there we go. And also, people who are watching, make sure you capture this and we can upload this to YouTube immediately.
All right, here we go.
Okay, this goes out to Rick's mommy. Actually, Rick didn't say where she's hailing from, but she'll know who I'm talking about. It's her son. He's in the military, and he's crying and whining because he can't come home and visit her on Mother's Day. And he wishes if she would catch up on a great little movie that I was in. It's called Slither. And he knows that she didn't have a good time watching it the first time. And through this little sort of guilt trip he's playing on her, he wants her to watch it again with him in mind. And, bring out maybe his favorite toy from when he was a little kid and sit down beside you and have a beer or two, watch Slither. And happy Mother's Day, Mama.
Woo! That is awesome. It's a very Rooker Mother's Day. I can tell already. Chat room certainly approves. In fact, I believe they're insisting we give you the success music. My favorite is Words Are Not Enough from PSU Whammy. All right, Justin. Who else do we have on tap?
All right, well, here we go. This one comes in from, and I always have a hard time pronouncing his name instead of just reading it, but I believe it is a Ty Alter. He was actually the guy who did our zombie president, our winning zombie president.
Oh my gosh, the one with the Inception thing. That was fantastic.
Or yes, he might have been the winning one. He was the first one. He was one of the really, really good ones. But Rook, here's the deal. His mom, Naomi, is a huge Walking Dead fan.
Ah, good girl.
So he wanted you to say, hi, Naomi. If you weren't married, I would have made you a very happy Mother's Day. However, I can send you my hand in the mail.
So in other words, it sounds to me like this is somebody who's a big enough fan of The Walking Dead that essentially is asking for an in-character Merle Dixon Mother's Day wish, right?
I don't know if it's in character. It's just sort of a wink and a nod. But I mean, imagine an actor for one of your favorite series all of a sudden is talking to you on your special day. That could be a touching moment.
Yeah,
for Naomi.
It's totally a touching moment. Naomi, listen up. I'm really saddened that I'm not able to be there with you tonight, or not tonight, but on Mother's Day, this coming Sunday. I wish actually that we had met earlier. Maybe, possibly, you would have had twins or something, and that'd be two of your sons that would be tweeting me and wanting me to wish you a happy Mother's Day. But I really feel like I'd want to send you something in the mail, possibly Merle's hand. I have no use for it anymore. It's already decayed and rotting. So maybe you could put it in the fridge and fillet the meat and the flesh off and fry it up in a skillet for me. And have a great Mother's Day.
Nothing says Mother's Day like filleting decaying flesh. I mean, listen, you got to hit the regular basis here, folks. Roses, poetry, and talking about frying up decaying flesh.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. He said it right when he came on. He said he's not a badass. He's a teddy bear, and nothing says so as well as that performance he gave for this fabulous Mother's Day. We have another one.
That's a good look.
I tell you, you look fantastic.
Oh yeah, I know a couple of gals in New York City that go for that.
For the audio listeners, I should point out that I'm showing a Photoshop of him appearing to dance in a bear costume, and he seems unsurprised by that photo. Justin, do we have another Mother's Day wish?
Yeah, we got one more. This one comes in from another hardcore fan. He goes by the name of TSSolic. And, this one is real free form here, Rooker. I'll tell you, he doesn't really have a whole lot of notes. He just, wanted, just a little bit about his mom. She's a huge fan of this show. She the mom got the son into watching this one, so she might even be watching live.
What?
Yeah.
I should point out, this is I've met TSSolic. William showed up at the live stubs, and he always has his mom with them. So they are both big fans of the show. This is our when I think of a mother-daughter team who is a fan of NSFW and Twitch.
Mother-son.
Right, I said daughter team.
Yes, you did.
I'm so sorry, TSSolic.
That was before. He's a guy now.
Yes. He's come a long way, baby, like Virginia Slims.
Right. So the chat room's being merciless right now. Sorry. I was thinking something else. But the point is, these guys are team members, and I think they're awesome. That if anybody truly deserved a Mother's Day wish, this is the woman for it. So again, it's he doesn't give. Oh, it says my mom's name is Sheen, Shean. And he says, can you please make my NSFW show and Walking Dead liking mom a virtual Mother's Day card from the Rooker? So wherever you want to go. His name's William. Her name is Sheen. They love the show. And my guess is they love you.
Explore the room on this one, Rook.
Well, Sheen, I want to say happy Mother's Day from your little Billy boy. And he misses you. And he wanted me to say happy Mother's Day because he knows you're such a big fan of The Walking Dead and the NSFW show. And I'm sure you're going to be a big fan of The Call of the Dead. It's a little video game I did and directly linked to The Walking Dead because the creators of this game saw my performance in The Walking Dead, and they called me up and asked me if I wanted to play Michael Rooker in a video game. So I get to play myself, so you get to fight and kill and kick zombie ass as Michael Rooker.
That's awesome.
Happy Mama's Day.
And in fact, we already got instant feedback from TSSolic in the chat room who says, my mom is going to love this, especially the sex changes.
She always wanted a girl anyway.
Too true. And well done.
She keeps those photographs in the safe in the basement of him dressed as a little girl.
Oh yeah, so like before he could remember, he's got the long gown. And he's just running around.
That's awesome. Well, clearly everybody totally approves of your Mother's Day readings. Real quick, standing belly clap for the good man who totally rocked it. Well done, Michael Rooker.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, America.
Well, I'll tell you what. Listen,
I didn't hear a list that time.
We had a whole nother bit plan, but things have gone so well with the other two. The time is real truncated, so I think we could probably fit that either. We could for the next time that you come on. But I if you don't mind, Brian, I wouldn't mind just taking the last 10 minutes and just talking about.
I want to know what.
All right. Well, here's what it was. We were gonna play. Here's the thing. A lot of times we try to come up with games to play that are procedurally based, so that some people aren't as awesome as you, and it helps to have a next bit to keep on moving forward. So we talked about playing Choose Your Own Adventure, but I got to admit, man, one of the best moments in all of NSFW was when randomly during one of our after shows you just called in. And it was amazing, just the hour of picking your brain and talking. And if you don't mind, we'd like to take the last segment and just kind of chat about what you're up to, man.
Let's do it. Let's do that.
Well, let me ask you here, and this kind of I assume we'll knock off two very popular questions at once. Number one, do you have any plans
It
to be
wasn't me.
So right off the bat, wasn't him. Got it. Next question.
I don't care what the DNA says. So yeah, no. People are asking about Dragon Con, of course, the gigantic science fiction and fantasy convention out in Atlanta this fall, which I assume would also play into another question that we're going to get a lot, which is, would there be any other television project which would be bringing you out to the Atlanta area sometime this year?
Anything at all? Any reason you'd be in Atlanta sometime this year?
Yeah, we're going to be filming more of The Walking Dead in Atlanta.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So that would mean that
I'll
you
be down.
would be
I'll be
part of
back.
more Walking Dead?
Well,
Pardon me? Yeah, I'll be back in The Walking Dead, and when I come back to Atlanta, it's going to get even hotter.
That's how he rolls, man. So real quick, you had kind of an awesome tidbit because before in the pre-show we were talking about the Call of the Dead thing and about how they were super secret, and Danny Trejo accidentally just little tweeted like, "Guess what I just did."
I know.
Did you guys all do your voiceovers separately, or were you in the room together? Did you get to meet everyone else?
Oh yeah, we met everyone. We all did the entire. The trailer you just saw.
Right.
We didn't do that. We did. The little intro you get before you play the game.
Right. Yeah. The cinematics. Right.
We did all that with motion capture, mocap. And
so they actually those are your movements when you see the original cinematic on there.
Oh yeah. They had about 185, 200 cameras in this room. And we went through the scene. We played the scene out, and they were taking every one of them were rolling at the same time. So they got our movements, and then they got all of our facial movements when we'd say certain keywords. So there are maybe about, I don't know how many, maybe 20 or 30 words and phrases that we would do directly into the camera so that they could get our movements. And we have these little reflective dots on our faces and over our bodies on these mocap suits.
So, this is with all of you in the same room together, right?
Yeah, we're all in the same room together, and we're all we're actually doing the scene together. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh wow! So that is all four of you guys in a room, like going back and forth and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. That's another $5 to Rooker.
I'm actually
So at some point we get a bulk discount, right? If we're gonna wrap all these up and knock something off the price, Rook.
I'm trying to find a picture for you guys so you can see what we look like.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that would be fantastic. We'd love to do that.
I got a close up of myself.
Can you oh, there we go. That'll do. So this is you. There we go. Oh, that's your character then.
Yeah.
Or is that actually you? That's at this low resolution is hard to tell.
I
think
that's my character.
Have you played the game? Do you play?
Well, that's me. I mean, I'm playing me.
Yes.
So my character is Michael Rooker. I look a little bit like Mad Max.
No, wait a minute.
I'm beaten up. I got a limp. I start out carrying two amazing little sawed-off pistol grip double-barreled shotguns where I blow the zombies' heads right off their little shoulders.
So wait a minute. You actually play Michael Rooker, the actor. Is the idea that
you get to play as Michael
Three
Rooker.
Amigos with zombies.
No, is that really what it is? That's freaking amazing. The Four Amigos with zombies. I totally am such an idiot. I didn't realize you played the actors in this situation. That is triple hilarious and triple
George
awesome.
Romero's the director, and he's directing us in a little sequence in a zombie movie.
Oh my gosh.
And the zombies become real. They attack George and take him off into zombie land. And we, the actors, Michael Rooker and Danny Trejo and Robert Englund and Sarah, were all there stuck like, what the fuck do we do now?
Totally.
And then the zombies actually start coming at us, and they're real this time. And they're not actors dressed up as zombies, and they're trying to eat our brains.
That is so much more awesome than I clearly had trouble understanding. I was not prepared for that much awesome and that much win in my brain.
So I know we have a
No, it's awesome. It's very cool and a lot of fun. We had a great time. I'm trying to find this whole mocap idiot-looking thing that I was in. it drove me crazy. I was okay with it until the damn makeup artist started removing those little dots off my face, and she'd come in and she'd go, ding, 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 and pull them off. And as she's pulling off the dots, the little reflective things on my face, I'm going like, ow, ow, oh, shit, hold on, take it easy. And she was like, boy, and I'm like, it hurt, you know?
Wow.
And then I got in the car after everything is all over. I'm driving home, and I look in the stupid rearview mirror, and there's little blood splatters all over my
Oh
face.
my God.
She was ripping off my skin.
You look
Said, I'm not sure, you know?
That is hilarious. And by hilarious, I mean, I'm sorry that your flesh was ripped off your body.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so awesome. So everybody, we know we have a ton of people that watch this show or watch it on the podcast or the audio stuff. My goal is, and if you are listening to this show while you're randomly playing the Call of Duty expansion pack, Call of the Dead, please email us in, because that I think would be the best possible way to experience this new expansion pack.
Now, wait a minute. Somebody just sent this in. Is that that's not you, is it? Is that you?
No, shit, that ain't me.
I don't know why somebody sent that in then. I guess they wanted an example of what it looks like.
I'm trying to find it right now on my iPhone 4, my smartphone that keeps acting real stupid.
So what about you, Justin? What are you gonna do? You have the Call of Duty game? Are you gonna get this?
I don't know, but I will buy it anyway to support my good friend. Michael.
Are you gonna buy it and go? Are you gonna play it? Do you play that game, Call of Duty?
Bry's way more of the game player than I am, but
you know what?
surely
my
at some point go.
My brother actually worked on Call of Duty Black Ops, and because I'm an idiot, I haven't gotten it yet. But I definitely going to have to now, just for the expansion.
This is me.
pack.
I want to show you a photo of me before I became an actor.
No way. Hold on, wait for it. It's coming in. Are you just a pigeon? Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Hey, I got a question for you. Do you do a lot of any of the conventions? Because, of course, we mentioned Dragon Con. Have you ever gone out and done Dragon Con?
I'm going to do a few of them this year.
Can you say which ones you're going to do?
I don't remember. I don't remember which ones.
Well, there are two.
Well, everybody can go to your website to find out, right?
Yeah, I guess so. If I can remember, I'll post them. I have them on an email somewhere.
Okay, well, there are two that we, of course, want to plug. Last year, Twit went to, and we live covered Dragon Con, which is, of course, one of the biggest ones in Atlanta, and we're shooting to have a much bigger presence this year. It was an absolute blast last year. We can't wait to do it again. Also, a friend of mine, Patrick Delahanty, is helping to run PortCon up in Maine, and I know he's been trying to get a hold of you. I'll pass on his, if you're available sometime in June. I don't know if you're busy doing actor stuff, but I know that he's been super interested. I'm actually going to perform both at Dragon Con and at PortCon. So if you want to hang out in person, we could do that.
What's it called?
PortCon, as in like Portland, Maine, I believe. PortCon.
Oh, okay.
PortCon. Either that or it's all about port wine.
Yes.
PortCon. Let's have him hook up with me in some way and over off Facebook or Twitter, and we'll hook up. And
speaking of which, actually, do you what Facebook do you want to promote? Where should people go if they want to connect with you on the Facebook?
I have two Facebooks. One, and they're only distinguishable from each other by the photo. I have a 1905 look with a little bow, straw hat. That's the one that I usually go on. And then my fan-based one ran by a beautiful fan, and I call her Tessie. She's out of Boston, and she runs that one. And that one is with a photo of me as my character in Slither. So both sites, her site actually is really active. She puts up a lot of the newest things that's going on before I do, because once I figure out what I'm doing, I forget it. And so good thing other people have better brains than mine. And then they can of course tweet me with Michael_Rooker, and it's also I have a new web page. It's called Michael Online. MichaelRookerOnline.com.
That's another thing I wanted to ask you about. You among actors were pretty early to jump on the Twitter train, and you've been hip to the new media. And what's great is you're part of that class of actor that is totally unencumbered. Like you're totally fine being totally honest with your folks. You put some nutty stuff out there. How have you enjoyed the social media experiment? I mean, is this something you plan to keep focusing on?
I like it myself. I got a whole hell of a lot more friends than I have in real life. and they're a lot smarter.
My favorite thing about Rook on Twitter is that it just seems like you treat your Twitter the same way you would just a bunch of people in a room. You walk in, you're like, hey, yeah. I'm here. What's going on?
They call themselves Rookerholics. A lot of the girls on my Twitter page, they call themselves Rookerholics. And
as they rightfully should.
I'm probably going to have to put them in a special category or something.
Let me ask you this. I know in theaters now, and I think on demand, you are in James Gunn's new movie, Super. What else can people be on the lookout for of you coming up?
Well, I did a movie a few years ago, and it actually ended up being two movies. I did a feature-length period piece, 1905, based on the story of Buddy Bolden, who was the beginning of ragtime jazz, and and it's not necessarily a musical, but it has a lot of jazz, a lot of music in it, and it's quite good. And we did a smaller version, a sort of a Cliff Note version of that, based on Louis Armstrong as a smaller kid, a child following around Buddy Bolden, and that's the musician that we're telling his story, Buddy's story, Buddy Bolden, and I'm in that, and both of those. One is a silent movie. And when we did the main feature-length movie, they pitched this little silent movie to all the actors, and we're all like, yeah, man, let's do this thing. And that's going to be very cool. And so we did it, and I got to tell you, it was a whole hell of a lot of work, but it was fun. It's fun as shit.
Is that what's the story on the release for that? That's coming up, or already? I guess you're already wrapped on it.
You know what? I don't know when that's coming out, but it won't come out until the director, who was the director, producer, financier, and it will not come out until he's ready for it to come out. And the guy's a genius. And the movie, if it looks anything like the short, the silent movie, is going to be absolutely phenomenal.
That's awesome. Piece. That's awesome. Man, I guess we're almost out of time. That's about our hour. I mean, unless you got something, I got to tell you, and we've said it before, the crowd loves you, the fans love you. Anytime you have a wish, you contact the chat realm, and they will make your wishes come true over
I wish
Twitter.
I could find this stupid mocap. Somebody help me find this damn thing.
If it's published on the web, these guys will find it instantly, dude. Absolutely.
It's giving me a little. I'm getting really upset here, and as you can tell, phones and I don't get along very well. So it better be careful. That's all I can say.
I'm looking for what's funny is like the stuff people are sending in, they're like we're asking for, where's that picture of Rooker, and instead people send in stuff like this, the cover of Rugged Men magazine, because that's essentially who you are in a nutshell, sir.
Here, this is who I am in a nutshell. You want to see who I am in a nutshell?
Absolutely.
Really, who I am in a nutshell?
So it's a hardcore badass with a teddy bear?
This is me in a nutshell.
That is you. Oh my gosh, you're an adorable
look at
little
that.
kid.
What a fresh-faced boy.
See, that's the side of Rooker that we're trying to bring out. That's awesome. Baby daddy
awesome.
Rooker.
I'll tell you, I defy any other show on the internet to give you photo proof of Michael Rooker as a young man. No one else does this. It is brought to you on the Twit Network.
Here's one more. This will be my last one. You ready?
Ready. There you are. How old are you? You look, what, 8 years old there?
I was probably about 8 years old, 7 or 8, yeah.
All right, now a bunch of people are sending in pictures of this article right here, but number one, I can't tell who that is, and if it's anyone...
That's Danny Trejo.
That is Danny Trejo. That's hilarious. So you looked equally awesome.
I will find this, and I will tweet it and send it in, but that's what he posted by accident before he realized he shouldn't be posting stuff.
That's hilarious.
And so they took it off, but it was already out there for about an hour before they took it off.
Awesome. All right. Well, of course, at Michael Rooker.
I wasn't giving you a finger. I was just fixing my glasses.
Okay, good. That's another $5 we owe him.
Absolutely. That is at Michael _Rooker.
Rooker.
If you are not following him right now on Twitter, please do it. And the Rook. I mean, come on.
Dude.
Is there anything else that we can say about having you on? You are always the best. And whenever you want to come on, you are always welcome.
Absolutely. Call of Duty, Black Ops, the Call of the Dead expansion. Let's see the poster one more time. Lean to the side.
So you want to see the poster?
Yes, let me see the poster. Call of the Dead. You get to be Michael Rooker. Michael Rooker playing Michael Rooker. He's as badass as he looks in real life.
Meta.
It is meta. That's it for
Here
this
we go.
episode of NSFW Show. We'll see you next Tuesday, people.
9 to 5.
Oh my gosh. So awesome.
Good job, guys.
On this episode of NSFW, Michael Rooker. That's it.
All right, now, Rook, I have only one more favor to ask of you. Kind of a hand signal of this show is this. It's the diamond symbol. If we could just get a shot of you on camera, given the diamond symbol.
That
just
looks perverted, man.
Again, no,
stop
it's totally not. It's totally not. It's just, there you go.
There we
Just
go.
like that, dude.
What does that stand for?
It means you're part of the diamond. Here, I'll give you a hint. These guys are saying it. It's all the Diamond Club right there.
The Diamond Club.
We that whole thing was born of Justin and I. Whenever we would get exceptionally silly on the phone with each other, we would talk about the idea of selling Diamond Club memberships, where for an undisclosed fee you could listen to all of our private conversations with each other. And they're still wishing that such a thing could exist.
Well, yeah, it's kind of become a fan rallying cry. So now, whenever fans of the show want to identify themselves in this chat room or others, they'll just throw in the diamond thing, which is indistinguishable to all the noobs.
Hey,
That's
Justin,
all of you.
Nice.
Real quick, could you pull back your camera a little bit? Of the three of us, you're a little bit closer to the. You got big.
Me.
You got big.
Me,
No.
right?
Justin. There we go.
Justin. Oh, Justin, you're always things.
That
Your mom
isn't
told me all about your ass.
That isn't.
Can you do that with a lisp?
Sure. This episode of NSFW brought to you by Netflix. Get.
Oh, you almost had it. It was almost one take, Justin. Dude, you were so close. You almost rose to the challenge of Michael Rooker. He laid down the challenge and you wilted like a flower, son. Shame on you. You disappointed your father.
All right. One more time.
I knew he was gonna choke. I saw it in his face.
This episode of NSFW brought to you by Netflix. Head on over to netflix.com/twit for your 30-day free trial, as well as an opportunity to get all sorts of DVDs in one business day and thousands in watch instantly at netflix.com/twit.
Whoa! Yes! Now you got Daddy's approval. That was fantastic.
In your face, fake dad.
Well played.
You did it, buddy. You did it, my son. You did it. I'm proud of you.
What I liked is that you were kind of doing Billy Quizboy from the Venture Brothers. You've seen the Venture Brothers, right, Justin?
No,
Shame
I'm not
on
a
you.
venture,
Oh my gosh.
not a venture guy.
Venture Brothers, so good.
Big Jerry. What's up now?
All right. Okay. Hey, we got to clear out here. We've done all of our homework here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're going to take the after party elsewhere. Michael Rooker, you're the best man who ever lived, sir.
Thank you, guys. Have a good evening, and always a pleasure to be on your show.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So long, people.
Insinuating that I'm going to be the governor. But Frank Darabont answered them by saying, "That's right. That's right. I'm gonna bring Merle Dixon back as the governor. I would actually do something as stupid as that."
Oh,
and he totally dumped on them. He like stopped them in their tracks. He would do. He said, I'm gonna do something so cliche and obvious as that."
Yeah, Brian. And I'm sick of you saying that over and over and over again. You know, it's a dumb theory. Like I've said from the beginning.
You liar! You asshole! You are totally on board with the governor theory. Ah!
Not only that, but I was the one who told you that it was going to be the governor, and thinking that I was smart. I was like, well, obviously it'll be the governor. Look, it's like, but listen.
Well, you got to see. There are the sort of similarities. I mean, I'm missing a limb, a portion of my limb. The governor is missing his entire arm, though. So
yeah.
There's all sorts of stuff.
Well, and they're also not good guys, you know.
But also,
I don't know. You know what, Frank Darabont? Whatever's going to happen with Merle is inside Frank Darabont's brain, and I don't even know what's going on with Merle. And so, the only thing I do know is that I'll be back. They've already stated that I'm coming back, and I can't even tell you when because I don't know when I'm actually coming back.
That's so exciting.
Well, let me just say this about any kind of decision in terms of The Walking Dead. It is in Darabont's head until he says it is not and puts it on a page and then on camera, which is the way it should be. And I am. There's the reason why I am a viewer of The Walking Dead and an idiot who talks about it, and he is the mastermind who creates it, and you are the awesome badass who acts it. So I have full and complete faith in anything that they do. I am so incredibly excited to see more.
Look, you know what? I got a little bomb for you. Frank Darabont wrote that entire 4-minute monologue for me in the teaser portion of episode 3. After I read that and ended up performing that, I'll go with whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, you believe. You're a believer.
As far as I'm concerned, he's a genius. That was the most beautiful piece of writing that I probably ever had a chance to perform, all in one whack like that. So, and we did it. We did it maybe 3 takes.
No kidding.
And they edited all that together in genius fashion. So
that's I think that teaser was really a kind of, I think, what took Merle from being a really cool character on a popular show to a character that I think a lot of people, including myself, was like we gotta see more. Like, you can't just leave us with this and then he escapes and then we never see Merle again. That's like we need to spend more time with this very particularly bizarre psychopath.
Yeah, oh, for sure. They, I mean, people, they played that out so well, did they not?
Oh my gosh!
So
well, and I'll tell you that the moment for me that it's like chills on the spine is when Merle is delirious and he's losing it and you're snapping back and forth in emotion. I mean, was that just in the 3 takes, or I mean, how do you get in that zone where you're just losing it?
That was in the 3 takes. We did each consecutive take was, you know, every take is never going to be exactly the same. So we just riff on. We do it once, and then we get ready, and they do it again, and they ask me, do I have enough in me to do another one? I'm like, turn on the fucking camera, let's do it. You know, and we do another one, and then we do actually, we didn't even do any, we did close-ups and medium shots and long shots all during those 3 takes. And they change every take. They would change the camera angles and lenses, and they get more footage from the performance. And I'm once I get into a groove and it starts clicking and it's rolling away, and I'm doing, and I'm into it. There's not a lot of big, completely different moves or anything like that. So the camera people felt very secure in the fact that, okay, they were able to anticipate where I was going to go next, and so they put the camera there. And also it's a dance, so I see that as well. And if they have something they want to tell me, they'll say, and I'm going to be down here this time, and so I'll make sure. And sometimes the director will want me to tweak it so that I withhold a certain line until I reach a certain spot, that kind of stuff. So it's all a big dance, and we did a great job with that scene, and man, it was edited together like gangbusters. I really was a happy camper the way that turned out.
Well,
that's pretty much what's going to happen.
That's pretty much the entire
pretty sick. I don't know what is that?
It's you. It's you as a Pop-Tart cat with rainbows coming out your backside, flying through a galaxy of Brian's and Justin's. So you have that going for you.
Who the hell did
1,000 points of light?
What kind of medicine have they been on or something?
It is what it is.
Probably came from someone from over in Sweden or Finland or someplace like that. That's really odd taste. At night all the time. They're 8 months of night.
Nocturnal people they are.
Yeah, so they get a little goofy over there.
Okay, I'm ready to start this thing. How about you, Justin? You feeling it?
Yeah. He doesn't feel anything.
He's like, yeah.
I feel very little. My soul is dead, Rook. It's I just go through life
have
like
to
a zombie.
smack yourself. I'll have to rooker you.
I know, rooker me up. It's like coaching me up.
Okay, so
you guys started that whole rooker.
is that taken off? People saying you've been rookered?
It's bizarre, dude.
I can't believe we can't have been the first. I mean, come on.
You were the first.
All right. Well, I'm glad to know I was your first. Here we go.
What is that?
This is, well, you'll see. Here we go.